Wendy Morton.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And this is the first time I've spoken on this bill, but I assure you I will keep my comments short, respectful of others, and also conscious that I don't think any of us in this place underestimates the enormity of the decision that we are facing here today. I don't believe it's about a heart or a head decision. That's to oversimplify a very, very complex matter. And I have no doubt at all about the sincerity of the Honourable Lady for Spen Valley's intentions in bringing forward this bill. But I would perhaps just gently say that in this place, sometimes good intentions don't always yield the good results that we all may strive for. And as I've monitored the progress of this bill, I have continued to struggle with it, and there is nothing in it that has changed my mind. What I would like to say, though, is that the importance of these debates are monumental, and that's underpinned by the literally thousands of comments and emails I've had from my constituents in Aldridge-Brownhills. Some have been writing to me on this matter since before the first debate at the end of November. I also struggle with this bill to see how it's been proceeding through this place, in the sense that there's been much likening to previous pioneering moral and ethical legislation brought to the House, but I would argue it's very different to that which has gone as before in the last few months. Now, some honourable members have been correct to cite that some of the most pioneering social legislation of the post-war period were introduced via a private member's bill, most notably in the 1967 Abortion Act and the 1967 Sexual Offences Act, which was to decriminalise homosexuality. But it would be remiss of me not to point out that both of those bills had gone through an extensive government-led public inquiry to pave the way for legislation, not least of all the Medical Advisory Committee under the chairmanship of Sir John Peel to consider the abortion bill, and the Wolfenden Commission to consider the laws on homosexuality, something which I'm afraid this bill sadly lacks today. Indeed, the government have set up a wide range of policy reviews, and I would like to have seen, and I do feel it would have been totally appropriate if such a review had been sought on this particular matter. Now, much has also been made in this debate and throughout the progress of it that it is a slippery slope, and that in the future this bill will be extended and extended. The reason is because of what we see in other countries. Now, I am going to bring my conclusions to a close. I do think that as a modern society we have to come to terms with having a conversation and a debate on death. I don't believe that today has to be the end of that conversation, but I genuinely do not believe that this bill is in the right place to go forward to the House of Lords, to the other place, and I will therefore be voting against it.